ever before.
The Today Show, only on Sleek Television. Every second that the society they make headline and they issue them, Kintinap now we aid, even for clear them, Kintikanga.
In Sierra Leone, a new drug is turning young people into zombies.
So it's important for broke down the issue today, for let the public understand.
Thursday here, and by looks of things, the weather is a bit calm, like it is sleep, and that is so because the rain will come yesterday night. And let me tell you the surprising thing about the rain, and the fact say it's a rare case. Follow, we get rains in Aprils. It they come here, but it's a rare case. And the manner in which way they come. Before now, it just be the drizzle, but now we see say it come in a way that like we inside August already.
Definitely, because we see even our sister radio this morning, Epic Radio, we hear people they call and they explain the experience where they get by this rain we come this middle night.
Not just buttress, but than this small. Why the kind of road? But if you see the streets, dirty here and there, imagine just a few hours where the rain come, just na net, you get to see a whole different state this morning with the waka for
and the rain is heavy, definitely heavy. And people don't they talk about the place they with the leak, you understand, and all of this that stuff.
You know, they can say so many odds they happen during the rains.
Yeah.
But I know viewers then go they say,
discussion.
Well, we know so not self-experienced the rain yesterday, especially within a free tongue here. So, so one for just knock you. It's small, you know, say be careful. So you know, say you also get the leak right now. Make sure so you find all the rubber the way you need and prevent yourself at all cost. Now, so one for take welcome you to today's show here on Sleek Television channel 37. You can also join us on Facebook at Sleek TV, website at sleektv.com, and follow me on all we social media handles them. I am Rabia Tumansai.
And I am Mohammed Bake Kamara. We'll take the quote of the day where it says, students' politics may be temporary, but the choices made echo far beyond the ballots, shaping culture, courage, and campus legacy. Just like waiting we don't see over the years, Gabi.
Yeah.
If you see the kind tenets way students' politics gets, of course, people will agree out there and say the national politics. Now from the students' union politics in STEM form. People they want to agree with that.
You know that word where Mike say something starts somewhere.
Yeah.
All of this what they see, it gets a root cause or it gets the beginning stage where they start. So
we see the smoke from doing orientation where you go up for a college.
Yeah.
The different denominations where they come for orientate you. You get the Muslim Jamaat, you get the chapel they come, and you get the other two main sets that they come. Exactly. So the same Akem Popo, the experience they don't turn back as well.
So FBC set for hold the election in a week's time. You want to know more, the details about it, waiting there at stake, waiting the post where go win go bring come to the table. Stay tuned for more.
The road to greatness starts with mic, beats, and the fire that burns in your heart.
Una kusha una kabo, auna dedu. Killing them in Jesus' name, una ala alelu. Till I grow up and old stick, the ten them abutu. I dey direct them pa rap game from here to Fadubu. Yeah,
you gon' die tonight for disrespect. When me iron stars, boots like hood, I walk up on your neck. Drag your ass, paga from Fadubu, tego ajekule. Load the clock up, came it at your head and let it back, yo.
From May 2025 to January 2026, the rap game go hot as we dey come together with the theme Salon Against Hate. This now we chance for raise awareness and go against the bad talk and message them we don't divide the country. Register now for the Rap Rampage 3.0 for free. Call +232 7674 9299. Come we all join on for make Salon unite. It's now you turn for win the biggest stake in Salon rap history. Third place they take home 10,000 leons. Second place go get 20,000 leons. And first place they take home a whooping 100,000 new leons. You feel say you get them? Can't drop fire bars. Win big and claim you throne. Rap Rampage 3.0. Now Orange and Orange Money, they bring this show to you.
Hey, I don't want to play connecting to the man. Man them. This now boys. Usai man and they put all thing at table from Pantap. Say good on. Inside boys, we know they hide behind with shadow. at all. We real, and this them now all but we.
Every woman first, let me start that, always they look for a successful man. So likewise, majority of the men also they look for successful woman.
We they can't talk about we hustle and we dey fair money.
When you like somebody, you first of all get for take care of whatever you like. Make them a priority.
We relationship and waiting people they expect for we man them.
You know, women are more emotional than men. If you start them, where you enjoy them, you go they come.
This not a side where we just they can't talk. This na brotherhood. Na side for let you see and feel waiting it really mean for me boy picky.
Sex is intimacy.
This na boys. So come na the bar, grab a chair, buy a drink, let we talk, chill and vibe. Cause this na boys who side with they shake the table.
Are you a lady going through issues in a relationship? You dey chop breakfast, you dey see pepper, my sister, you don't know who to talk to. Well, welcome to Girls Talk. Here on Girls Talk, we discuss everything that has to do with ladies and their relationship. Also, we get for the play entertaining and exciting games them. Not forget the gist part. Of course, Time Maggie get for the take place now. Always watch Girls Talk right here on Flick TV, channel 37. Get a man.
Welcome back. There's a saying where people can say, university election are the backbone to national election. Also, you see young people and they come together, I mean, with them vision and the likes, for talk to them, campaign them, and say, vote for me because of XYZ reasons, and in return, I go push for you. Well, it all depends. There are certain times where you go waiting a vote for, waiting campaign, you actually do them. The other side, not do them. But over the years, we don't see names or hear, we don't see faces and hear names like Umaro Fofana. We don't see Augustine Bona, Adama Sila, and Alfred Mika Sise. But we're here in 2025, we don't see two-face them. We say one push for the mantle. We get Alfred Simeon Sise, and we also get Deinda Ibrahim Sayo. We then say, then self one for lead the mountain of hope. For ensure say, then provide one or two things then. We students then don't they cry for a very long time. Well, let's just make this clear and known to the public. Say here in the studio with us, we get Alfred Sise and Umaro Mandela Kagbo. We happen to be the presidential spokesperson for Deinda. I mean, reasons it make unknown to we say they attend to a particular event not too long ago, so he sent a representative. In order to get a well-balanced information, they not like say we are being one-sided. We decide for allow in partner for can explain to we waiting get for do. So good afternoon, gentlemen. Welcome to today's show.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Okay, I know you're the spokesman. One person will say, well, the talk man, not to the person incessant. So let's just start with Alfred. The last time you were here, I mean, you mentioned one or two things then, but because of time, we're not able to discuss actually the tell we who that now Alfred and obviously why Alfred thinks they for vote for lead the mantle of the OEL.
Okay, so my name is Alfred Sise. Well, Alfred Samuel Simon Sise. I entered Fairview College 2022, and I've been on campus for like 3 years now. In then 3 years, then there are a lot of things that don't happen, a lot of problems that with me personally we don't face. So when all of them things they be happen, I look at it, I'm like, well, why them problem therefore they continue for they persist? And I am very passionate about change and all of that. So I was like, oh, there is something I can do to ensure that change happens. You know, I can be a pace setter. and all of that. So I looked at that and I was like, okay, let's go for this. So I got a very fine team, inclusive of a Secretary General and a Vice President. The young lady's name, who's the VP, is Lala Bayani Sidibe. She's also an activist who's also very passionate about women and girl child's rights, and also is particular about change. And then there was Aliyu Kabia. He's a class rep and also very David, you know, one thing about class rep, they're able, then go can class early and show say lecturers, they will get everything they need. So, you know, I saw that passion in him, and then we were all together and I was like, you know what, let's go for this thing. So we all gather and then we go for it because we believe in change, we believe in accountability, and we believe, say, the voices of students must be heard. It is very essential. So now that they all happen, we all come together and say, well, let's go for it.
So Mandela, are you the Mandela from South Africa?
Well, yeah, I'm lucky forget Mandela na Salone, right? But nothing different from the trajectory of Nelson Mandela, the late man.
All right, okay. So I see you fit in the shoe, or you sit in the shoe for Denda. So one good like for know why you think say Denda fit for actually lead FBC students?
Well, thank you very much. Denda Sayo, now somebody we don't be on the shores of Rabi College for almost 8 years now. You know, he starts in degree na mass comm. He has a mass comm degree, na a first class holder, and he transcend for go na the law department, which they do very well na the department. From where Sayo dey na mass comm, I just believe in that kind of thing. Say students deserve better. Students na in make for Bay College they exist. Now students they make we get every other person within the campus. So from mass comm we begin setting pace. You do them selflessly, they make notes for students then at that particular department day. And when he came to LLB, nothing changed. In fact, it add more, you know, make, like, it's obvious that Sayo want for see each and every other student for do well in terms of academics, and the welfare of students, now one thing we Sayo not they ever joke with. In the LLB department, of course, Alfred Dea, now my classmate, as well in classmate with Sayo. The man and I get a colleague where they make a book. For me, I want to go final year. Sayo don't do that they selflessly, you know, even they think self say go can't stand for presidency. But what him prompt Sayo for let he come for this presidency. Now the fact that say sitting in an uncomfortable zone, students then they cry to Sayo, say, "Bo, we need you. If you can do these things, you are not even a president. If we make you a leader, we believe say he able to do more." That is why Sayo, you know, ever take out upon himself. Right. People actually meet him and get his desire.
Yes, not just only the quick. I know say you've been the presidential person or Talkman for Sayo, you want for actually bluff Pawi. So just kindly, you know, let people then see Mandela.
Okay, let them see Mandela, right? Thank you. Okay. Let them see the face. So like I mean to say, it is obvious that Sayo not take anything upon himself. People actually met him. Then say, can't help we. And for Bay College actually need help in terms of student welfare. You know, you being a student, nothing is new to you in terms of student welfare on campus, ranging from all other aspects. Sayo say, okay, I need to step in, make we able to solve them problems there, selflessly.
Okay, Alfred, so you agree say, I mean, problem actually in FBC?
Yes, I do.
So what are some of them problems there we able to pin out?
Well, there are a lot. First of all, student welfare. But when we talk student welfare, it will go into a lot of things then. 1, water supply. 2, electricity. 3, availability of classrooms. 4, missing grade and grade-related issues in general. You know, and a lot of others. You know, so now they one in the problem. What thing that happen is that over the years, yes, leaders they've done their own part. But I think those who are temporal fix. You know, they do not go to the root of the problem, you know, and what affected us largely last year was that we had no representative. So we last year, no representative, no, most of the issue, they are pile up, you know, they add. Now, so it all reach to a state where if we not get a decisive choice, if we not get a leader, we will be there for us, we will be ready for spend time, sweat and tear for we. It will be very tough.
So you mentioned say the issue they don't pile up.
Exactly.
So I mean, by looks of things, or by look, you look young.
Yes.
So you think say all that heavy load the Alfred Gebu carry?
Yes. But the good thing about this is that not only one day I get Secretary General, I get VP. Each of them people there don't get positions of leadership. They've been leaders. You know, they don't do it for young people there also. They don't do it for older people there. So it's not something I normally look at and say, now Alfred no more. Okay. You understand? It is Team Alfred, but there are more people behind Alfred. We get Secretary General, we get VP, and a ton of other people there. You know, a lot of the things that we can do, not to myself can be the front runner. I bring other people in. A while back, we had tutorials. We enlisted the help of Sulaiman Buni. Okay. He did the tutoring, not I. Not that I can't, but it's about creating opportunity for other people. It's also about making things simpler, you know. So that is what we do. It is not a one-man job. I am not a micromanager. I like for scatter load because that's the best way. All I can do now for supervise, hey, this they go on well, this they go on well, this they go on well, this they go on well. And when it comes to administrative responsibilities, I am an administrator. Okay. So it is all of those things that I look at it. So not look at like say, now Alfred day before, I am in front, but I can lead from the back. I have a whole team of people I ready for work with for ensure say the students' welfare is number one.
All right, so Mandela, with all the table on our FBCD, what do you think is one of the most challenging problems? We say this is not the actual bonatode.
Well, the problems of students, there are really many. And you not go say one problem just so outweigh the other. But if we not put them in no particular order, I go like for throw light on the transportation. This now one sickness we for Bay College don't they get. Of course, we don't they get successive governments them where they come talk blah 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 say we go do we X, we do Y, when we come we go make this transportation. But what is the sustainability about this? Now the question this way we for ask. Waiting at the sustainability if you come for can do or can settle the transportation problem within the shores. Sayo gets this unique plan where Alfred self go able, you know, work with him, let him achieve. Because I believe this young man is not only coming to be the president, but for can serve the people as he don't do. Transportation being a problem at Bay College. If you in a college where classes they done, you they see this bus park, a single bus. You see how people they rush for enter inside this bus. You know, the other day at INAP Day, I was with the presidential candidate, Sayo. I said, hey, Mandela, but look this kind of thing. You they see picking them very, even the one them when are disabled, they fight for enter inside bus. That's so heart-rending. And Sayo upon himself.
But just me awards, he say.
What?
I said, but now just me awards, he say.
No, that was in front of me and the presidential aspirants. I'm telling you something that is very, very visual. That even lead we for enter the bus, for talk to people and give them courage, say yes. This is the man, we get this plan for can change a lot of things for now. Now this is the plan. Now let's have at least 2 buses on campus. One they run from IMAT for come inside, whilst the other one they run from model for come up. This they make them very simple for those them waiting at the western part for get easy access. If you reach IMAT or Wilberforce Junction, you just go so you want to go. Then if you reach model, you can go now you point where you want to go. If you know eastern, you dey let's say you take for go up gone. All right. Now the sustainability part of it will make the idea very unique. Now the fact that says you're king on maintenance. It's not only to get the bus through advocacy. Of course, we don't get a lot of other talks with people in the transportation, main economic, you know, and CDB. The way we get within this in company name, it gets a huge passion for students for bringing this support. For sure, say yes, this is from CDB. It just left to the advocacy and me ready for lead that together with me president.
Thankfully, it come up for me where they talk about how over the years we don't get presidents, they don't come. Still, that problem, they still remains the same. Now to you, Alfred, let's assume you actually don't win the election. You get another way we think, see, we'll actually sort this transportation issue. Because now, by look of things, we get more people, they come on board. Every now and then you go to the FBC, then they don't be one, then just one physical problem with the CEO. Is there any way, Alfred, going to say this problem is being solved once and for all, or at least to minimize them?
Okay, so in as much as yes, I said that. I think in our last interview here, I highlighted transportation as a significant problem, you know, and the IMAT incident came up, and I was like, let's have one more bus for IMAT, which is a good idea. I think oftentimes when it comes to these discussions, we almost always have similar ideas. This is the implementation.
Yes.
Now for sustainability, the cost we pay for the buses, I think it's 5 million to go down. You know, that cost, oftentimes it is used for fueling the bus and for petty maintenance. We will have to get a sum that we will save up, should or in case these issues come up. Let's say the bus gets issue, we go for a repair scheme. So there are a lot of mechanics in town. Lots of them are ready to work with that. I had a discussion with one a few days ago, and he was like, well, that is a fine idea. You know, we get a maintenance scheme. Whenever them bus they have a problem, then go repair it come up back. So bus way normally a lifespan will be 2 years, because normally 9 can happen. Then go buy bus, you want 2 years, though you sit down. It will increase that lifespan from 2 years until they go down 6-7 years. Then are just 1. 2, also they save an amount, like in the COFA. Should or in case that bus damage beyond repairs, we purchase a new one. So it's no longer looking at, say, well, we go the lobby all the time. So we get like a transportation COFA, we go there specifically for that purpose there. And that's just transportation. If we can out to the other ideas then now, let's say for instance, education on campus. Yes, the college, they try and book business, but there are a lot of areas there we're lacking. What we really plan for when it comes to education, we get like a 3-system plan.
Okay.
You know, we catered towards innovation and helping students. So now plan 1. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a website. It will be a website and an app. In fact, we are currently in works to ensure it happens. You know, what it will encompass is that every past questions will be on the website because they are in the FBC archives.
Okay.
We get all them past questions, then we answer them. And so say we reach out to lecturers, make them answer, we answer them. Then we put them on the site. We also go incorporate AI or artificial intelligence because we are leading towards the future. We get artificial intelligence. We're going to help students there and questions the way they get issues with, or even a topic we don't get problem with. Then other than that also, that same app they will be like a trade hub for people that we sabi topic there. Let's say you do law and you sabi criminal law. You put and say, hey, I'm Alfred, I get problem, I sabi teach criminal law. This day I get 1 hour class, this 9 am fee. You put your contact detail there. Then anybody can go on the app. Oh, I get problem with contract law. Like reach out to this person, but you get a number and talk. So what we don't create employment for that young man we sabi the work, and 2, we don't ensure students don't get pussy where they go learn to. So you see how then they useful, then in just 1.
Okay, I'd like only the quick. I mean, you something where we've all been at the shores.
Yes.
Yeah, I want for actually send them to Mandela. We're archiving. In fact, now a major problem in Salone, and he mentioned how best then go one for settle all of those things or tackle that particular problem. Let's assume that Sayo actually win the election. In terms of that, FBC for don't day now. We want any information. Say, Flo just go to the library. We forget anything. No need for going to the National Library. Say, how best now we think say we able revive that day back and people then get easy access to any information we didn't go want.
Well, that is why. For Bay College, the hope is Sayo, because Sayo na the person way so visionary to the point a touch all part. It go surprise many for no say for Bay College gets within we call magical podium. This will not make use of it again. It's a kind of platform where really gets a synchronized form like waiting with the try for talk. But here is the point here. Sayo don't design a manifesto where in a capture say updated materials for students through the internet. We won't forget a system, as I talk to you, we get IT team, we the pamphlet solely day and night, blood and sweat for fix this. Because we believe it is Sayo, right? And we believe it is the students of Rabe College. This system get for day in place for actually get all the updated materials for all departments throughout the college. If you, for example, day in a mass comm, you won't forget information concerning an assignment where you do, or concerning anything just to broaden your horizon, you dey go surf on this particular platform, you click, and they come to you how you want them. Then you also get a chance for let you add or ask question at that particular platform. You understand? So this day in place for actually help not only the students for get updated material, but for let them get the leverage, even when you didn't have your mama host, you can able learn not to go to the library or if you go say Passago traditionally you go booking for library.
Alfred, there was thing called silence majority. There is something where most women in the face na Frabe College where they tend to keep quiet about sexual harassment. If actually you win this election, how best you be able to say you tackle them or ensure say these silence voices then come out and speak without you afaputa? You don't bend any kind of way.
Okay. So you know say I tell you say me VP na woman and girl child advocate. Okay. You know, where I bring them on board, not just for say a woman face there. You look at in background in helping women there. We first self-drop a video where they explain and because we own strategies in the coming days and weeks we go they send video there, they explain we plan. So what we they plan for do is that we get like a woman's reach out zone where like girl picking can go there at any time, it can be anonymous, can go explain your own problem. You know, waiting so don't happen. Because we can hear the instances then they, you know, say a student say lecturer and this or that or he say they do A, B and C. So what we do, we go ensure say that person they invoice hard, then we reach out to the necessary authorities on campus for ensure say they hear the voice. And that they not tap the way can to woman they on campus because we prioritize them. When you go down male hostels, there is a hub where everybody they sit down, you know, for relax. We can call our wisdom tree. Net, you know, Nademia Mandela, I want to sit down, they talk, you know. So like in that kind of hub day for the boy picking there. And I don't reach out to the girl picking there. I say, we self want something similar up female hostels. Okay. So what we plan for do? Now old Lati hide the front side, the space lady. We want pave that side, then we get like a south side girl picking there, they will go sit down. They say, you know, not to alternate go one in at the room, you know, they all go can sit down at that side, able relax, enjoy, you understand. Yeah. Then when they come up female hostels, now net, they can dark. You know, if you not get touchlight, you for them because the step they're not even. Some go far, then the other end then cut. So if you need a watch fine, I don't know if you don't go up there, it becomes very difficult. So we want put light, take and down, make a solar powered light. That end, you not go to worry, say, well, we need for charge them. Whether the lights not there, that side we don't fix them. You know. Right. So then all that thing, we prioritize women and I make a put girl picking, we focus on girls and women's rights. So you see the tactics, it is very interesting. The whole commodity back, you make a member something, you not allow me for done education. So let's go there again.
If not enough time with the war, at least everybody gets you understand it. So let's just give just 1 minute there, tell me what you want to add.
So for education, what think it happen? We think you reach for exam, light they go. So I don't reach out, I don't ask authorities there. And then say the capacity where they on campus right now, need they take the amount of students that the generator already there for power for light. So boku ten way exam kinde, person go can in room, a count in paddy count in paddy. So sometimes room where for take 2 people there, on average now 3 person they now. So where they all they put appliances, they become overwork. The machine they be overworked. So now you can make oftentimes light they go. Then we all know about the national water electricity crisis. So what we really plan for do not forget study zones there. Waiting are study zones there. Study zones then a big space there on campus where like we can either use for study or on normal now for go take classes or for eatery. We want to take them place then. We highlight key areas there. Kennedy building, EJ Hall, New Hall, Cafe 1, Cafe 2, Cafe 3. One space there na Lati Hide where you enter the quickly come up. Big size so. That side we want put rechargeable bulbs there. Sante we put around that sun, then charge. Now net we fix them bulbs then they will use them for study. Right. So what we don't do now, we don't ensure say well whether lights not the students that they will study. The way you go see doyanda. So until you go get question, other person go sabia. So you see, we prioritize education so much.
Right, okay.
You know,
that FPC students right now go see that they watch, say, hey, I wish they go implement it.
Not to wish
now,
it
yes. So now, yes, Mandela, he mentioned one or two things then about lights. He said one, even though a national problem, but even before EDSA gets this whole thing, lights business don't tend to be issue na college day, especially to the one they waiting in a hostel. Where either they tell you say, "Paddy, are they hostel but lights no they la can study to you." So assuming una don't win this election, how una think say una go sort them out?
The light issue, okay. Just before I dive into this light issue, it is obvious that the candidacy of Sayo are much more keen on female uplifting and empowerment. Before, all these things that come in play, they come. This is just a synopsis. For tell you that Sayobi, he went to campus, he go to the female hostel. Woman then they trained for this, what we call sanitized kind of living in that hostel day. What in Sayo do? He went to town, try for cater for them, forget personal hygiene as a woman, may you know how you do them, all right? Not to 110, not to 210, that is evidential. Now, looking at electricity, of course, this is a national problem. Student union, government, no go can say they can't fix light permanent for una. It is not achievable. But what things are they do, we get for help each and every other student on the shores. Now, the fact that say, in gets what we call an immediate plan. It gets what we call a long-term plan. So this is the two folds we say all in assignments them. That's what you want for do them. Long-term and short-term plan. The short-term plan will be whenever there is exam, like now, we students they on exam, we have this negotiation with EDSA. At one time we'll be there up, light become the most paramount issue. Being 7 days up to, because me in a hostel. So make you able to tell you the right thing. Okay? Been 7 days, 2 weeks, light not they come and say or go there. The student them, it be got water for go supply. The student and say instead of water, why not light? So what things I do? From that moment, a taking team, we move down to Morintona, EDSA. We get a negotiation. We heard from them and tell we not the problem. We understand with them. And we tell them say now this we want. What can we do to achieve this? All right. So we get a kind of consensus agreement with this EDSA body. Whenever there is exams going on, we need to prioritize student. We know it's a national issue. If the government, they struggle with them, other than student union government, we can achieve that. We did it. We've been there. Then we send the light, the students we are happy, then gladly we say, yeah, this has happened because we want to see this happen. Not so because we just want for calm na power and take one or two things as no. But because waiting now on a problem, actually they affect we. We problem now on our own and on our own, definitely now we own. So and nobody will tell you this to EIT if not to Mandela because I'm living there. Okay. Yeah.
You will get 30 people in a hostel right now where then go say that's not it. But anyways, I mean this conversation will tap just to the candidates then. We also talk with the deputy, the acting warden of students in FPC, Farid Bangura, and a particular student who himself tell we in your own side of the story. Let's have it quickly.
Okay.
Mina Farid Bangura, Pastor Farid Bangura, the acting warden of students for Abbey College, University of Sierra Leone. For the past years, we don't try for make we get them. In reflection, last year we not be able to get them because of certain issues. We're not been to we own fault, the administration in fault. But this time we don't put things in place for let it be set. We forget the elections on the 3rd of May, Saturday the 3rd of May, 2025. As at now, two leading candidates we get, they don't go through the eligibility criteria and they're both eligible. One of them Alfred Sisse and the other one Dehinda Ibrahim Sayo. So now two candidates we get for go through the elections process for now. Last year some miscreants because as a cowards bingo as a result of we've been there in the process. The next day now we're supposed to get the elections. We don't do the test run because the elections, even this year, now online we get for do them, just as the other constituent colleges don't they do them online. We've been done ready for them, but overnight before the elections, some people then just go about and say then they go burn the administrative building. And so when we catch them, after that the security apparatus, the national security apparatus advised we that we put them on hold. That was the reason why it didn't hold last year. As at now, what we did do, well, the university get for follow the trends where they take place now. If you check, it don't happen at IPAM, it don't also happen at Commerce. So we self not go left behind. The last time I believe say the other Alfred Cissé, in self in your elections have been online. So it's key that we know say we follow the technological trends where they take place. And in terms of openness, you can only have access once. You cannot vote twice because it's electronic. If your name don't come up, you know nobody not go able for go vote twice. You understand me? Because as soon as you name, because there are two access points, you go say you name and your admin number. If they want they don't come up, now the screen say you don't vote, you can't vote again. So that's the most important part of the security in relation to openness, as you say, accountability, transparency and accountability, fairness in relation to elections processes. One of the key things you need for take into consideration that over the years where would you get the physical voting process when ballot boxes, it may be hindered because one way or the other students then will get together, then can charge themselves. That is normal, you understand me? But what we are discouraging is the actual fact of confrontation. So there will also be we own internal security apparatus could be on hand. Then also the national security apparatus safe get for day on campus. Why? Because perhaps after the voting process, then just the one that we win, the winners just get for jubilate. And so in such instances, we need security for make we keep them under the ambits of the law. We get for do 2 test runs with them, first and second test runs for prove the viability of the system before we go into the actual elections process. So then 2 test runs, then they prove say actually any one of them we go emerge as winner, the other person go just get for concede. We've been having several engagements. In my own tenure as warden of students, almost every 2-3 weeks I get engagements with the students. You understand me? For let them understand, say, Frabe College and Frabe College. Yes, Frabe College is a small salon, but we have to take note of the fact, say, after the elections, we can still live together amicably, like how it's supposed to be in any civilized society.
The election actually, like you say, it seems to be a peaceful one where they come. Because you look at the atmosphere on campus now, we get about just a week or 2 to elections. They see everything calm, no tension, no fight. That really shows that this election this year is very peaceful. In terms of support, I actually can say not personal support, but due to the campaigns that I don't see, I think I already get a person in mind where I will cast my votes for. Very disappointing, you know, as a student's body, whole campus, one whole academic year will not get student representative. It's sad because if you look at the problems that they face on campus, especially people where they stay at the hostels, like me and one hostels are they, I know what they face in terms of water, poor hygiene, you know, and all of that. Even we were the people also on the administration itself, we know what they face in terms of exams, you know, and driving students there for school fees, talk about transcripts them, and all of that. There are a lot. And if you don't get would have to go out there to the administration, tell them what with the free, tell them polite, cry to them, then I think things not gonna work out. And that's how we have been, like deprived. Because waiting council election past year now because of fights among students. You know, when they say elections, the tension that everybody are aware about. So students, they fight among about whether for lead or not for lead and all of that. So that be the main reason why last year election hold. Because we even see the administration, they postpone the elections all the time. And before they reach the date, they get another fight. They postpone until they finally cancel them. In my view, actually, it get to be peaceful. Because even the campaign peaceful, the atmosphere of the campus peaceful, then I believe the winner, even after the election, there will be peace on the campus. Though anyhow it be, probably it might get flaws. When I make with the expect, the all camps them. In other words, the two candidates then forget their own strategy they go put in place to monitor the system. But it's actually authentic, except otherwise.
Plenty thank you, Aminata Kamara and John Abdullah put that together for you. But quickly, let's open the phone line 072-500-442. Call us and make your point. 072-500-442. Now let's turn to me, guys. Let's start with you, Alfred. From waiting the warden, the acting warden said there, and that particular student, he talked about violence with the happen inside it, and it's no news. We don't see it every now and then. Say, watch next to election, a few weeks down the line, would see some yuki or the very day for election first day. So how best on a team going to say that doesn't happen this time around?
Okay, so the last Wakaya, I be make a categorically clear that we want team not for violence, we not let come, we not mix, we a very civil person. For layman person, get ala safe act. So it is based on their own personal principles, then they apply to the team. You know, we don't maintain an amicable relationship with opponents. You know, me and Mandela Yaki, me too, I want to with the talk, same with Sayo. You know, and things have been relatively fine. You know, normally by then time they are on campus, things think you don't hot. All man they on in guard, nobody need to come close to each other. But we don't reach that point on campus where I think say we all can work together, because they can't say earlier, most of them problems there now we only suffer from. You understand? That's one. And two, the problem they need to choose whether they. And I go say, well, this problem a black man they affect today, or it affect white man there, or this problem a neutralist them bet. If that was the case, the human rights violation we talk about now. But because the problem so random, one day today, Mandela go get problem, that same problem, the Michef go get her, so the other person go get her. So these problems are the same. And I believe say Frabe College consists of some of the smartest individuals. So we aims in solving them problem that also can be very similar. So it is all about choosing somebody who is competent, somebody who gets a much more clear and streamlined opinion on how you get for go deal with them problem. That is it. But other than that, we don't establish good relationship. You know, we don't maintain the peace, and I can always emphasize, need not be forfeit. You know, and I can tell people then they say, in as much as yes, the aim now for win the election. We win them, we not win them. The thing that we I don't put in plan say I do. I then ensure say I make sure say I do them. You know, we can to the system. It is currently ongoing. I tell them I will reach out to administration. Say when I do A, B, and C.
That would be quick. Mandela, the Kisina two bangles they make noise, and let's say tomorrow I go vote. And like I explained earlier on, we all can see what happened during those times. And he happened for BC, Mandela and team actually lost the election. So what do you think say when I go do if it happens that way in terms of the violence angle?
Well, I go give a guide to Alfred, because Team Sayo is never going to lose this election. You know.
Well, I didn't say I'm just.
No, I'm giving a guide to the team with the loss, because I believe my team is winning.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So the guide will actually be for let we support one another. And for be real with you, I want for commend both sides, because since this election start, you see the cleanliness in this election, the sanitization in this election. When I one thing we Sayo always defend for unify for Abe College. And the unification not go only take place in one camp. It needs to be, if you want for unify, now two things. So you know we'll say I unify, then on one side you they talk about. So it's both sides. And then don't they really try, both teams, for ensure say we get that kind calm atmosphere within the shores of Abe College, and not FIBA like na election week we into, or next week na election. Because looking at it, election don't come na the doorstep. But yet, all man they maintain and they ensure say we keep the peace. Sayo in team, not they prepare for go fetch somebody in case the opposite happened. But
That's a bad one there, sorry.
so I assure you that Team Sayo, the peace where we don't they maintain, we not only maintain her, we they preach until we support us them. In fact, the more reason why Sayo not there, now for go preach this peace. There is a sport ongoing today for Abbey College, the sport first day today. So Sayo deliberately need for go talk to students them. That is why I'm representing him here.
So Alfred not for go talk to students then?
Well, that is how you prioritize waiting you get na your table. Sayo no say it is the students of FBC first, not to any other thing. If they didn't feel, why not be with them? In fact, Sayo has been on training from where the sports activities then start. That tells you this is a person who is not only ready to be a leader, but ready for work with una, and ready for serve with una. And leadership is about service. Where you team then are gone, sit down with them are gone. That is the kind of leadership Sayo has been demonstrating over time.
Alfred, do you agree with that?
One thing I value in my word, when we don't make certain commitments, follow them. This is not to throw shades at him, but waiting me, because we had a talk about this just now, that they had an agreement and then showing coming.
No, but you cannot say that.
Well, that wasn't what I said. It was
even if there was an agreement, not to you that enter out.
That is not the case here. They ask more or less is you say Sayo go passport.
Yep.
That is why Enokaya because he
that is a more official duty.
So, but again, this is a medium.
It shows a clear sign that the young man makes commitment and does not follow through. I'm also part of the sport. After I leave here, I'll be there.
I tell you.
The important thing here is, the important thing here is time management and fixing things on your
because
plate.
the other possible say the sport they go on the net.
The sport they go, what you go able to do that net. But let me tell you something, yeah. Priorities are left to the individual, okay? And Alfred is preparing to be the president of Abbey College. Is this the way you want to lead for Abbey College? By being away from this student?
It is not
now this kind thing, Sayo no want. Being the president doesn't mean that you are just a fountain of honor, all man for the CUs to all this. No, coming to TV now just basic, like everybody can do it. It don't be na not to one, not to two. Don't go na TV. You have met with him. No.
Yes. Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, moderator.
Yes. Good afternoon.
I'm from Abbey College. We can just ask for this nice program. I decided to tell that let Alfred go blue because Alfred is there in area and they time they only speak for about 3 times, consecutive times. You still get problems in our where we face. Every year, every time they go na here, and they talk about the same problem, but they will run solution. And in fact, as a student, I'm very much disappointed at the executive of Alfred Cisse, particularly of what I have. Personally for you. So I will make my contribution in the later time.
All right, okay. Thank you very much.
So like I mean they say.
Yes.
Like I mean they say, you understand? Priorities, you need to set them right. TV, for Grace TV program, radio program, not when it make you the candidate where people want. You can go to TV if you like or radio. If you don't get these plans as achievable, you cannot set your plans or policies like when are fictional. In other words, something way not achievable.
Because, hello?
Yes.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Fine. Go ahead and make your points, please.
This is Edward Kouuma, the call from Wasalo State, a political science student.
Okay.
When it comes to the issues of politics and the source of Abbey College, they see a lot of students that they come forward. But then the issues that we get for good students there always remain unaddressed. And we look at the skill that the students and the display of competency and maturity in the hands of the two candidates there. I think these are the time we for Abbey College need a student leader who will go up for address what issues them the students see that we will be able to address the wholesale issues them and administrative issues that we get for deal with students and generally. And from waiting and non-do so far, and waiting and non-present, I think the Alfred maturity today and together knowledge for even address the issues they need. It's a champion the issues they need. Because we're treating side of the show, he cannot even defend himself, he cannot even explain some of those ideas clearly, understand as students the chocolate of coming forward, only for challenge the issues they need. So I think this time around a mature person, experienced person, somebody looking for analyze, somebody looking for challenge issues them, we get to meet the students there. That we need. And I think in our Alfred and guide.
All right, okay, thank you very much. You know, Mandela, I really well talk on that, but time now actually in our favor. Because if you are more or less saying decide for choose the sport than the medium side go talk to vast number of people, so you're saying the person will come. Not for don't care, if I don't choose the same thing or a meaningless for they come.
No, that's not what I'm saying. And I just go pray we no misunderstand myself.
Okay,
so what I'm saying is very clear. There are priorities, and priorities come with the individual. Okay? And Sayo is going in for presidency, not for himself, but now for Probe College students.
So you want say person go lead against self, say, okay, let me allow this for be the other people and push before?
Well, that is why I'm here.
All right,
it is not always the front step that make you leader. Sometimes you lead from the back.
Hello.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hello.
That's fine. But
all right, so there's a caller on the line. There's a caller on the line. No, you're waiting the call at the 12 for say hello, good afternoon.
Hello, it's me. Your name Mustafa Jallo.
All right, Mustafa, go ahead and make your point.
Yeah, so quickly, I want to understand the fact that everything we don't display. One question on Alfred, now the fact that from over the years, we don't in a private college, what we don't do for the students are the shores of oil. Alfred has been a very dormant person, and now he tell you about a plan when you say they are not realistic.
Oops. I sure say una bond that person to post because the time we call.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, I wish time we actually did in our favor. Yeah. You understand? We actually deliberate on this. But like to you quickly, Alfred. Now, in the first 100 days, what to expect from Alfred?
First of all, in the first 100 days, we don't get the system up and running. The one way now for student centered, for past questions, answers together with AI system. First 100 days, we don't get that settled. And at the one. 2, we go there in works for ensure say we get an ICT facility back on campus. Today, EBD, during another massive line term, we get these computers and all. What we want to do back, we want open that place there for the students that they will get access to the computer system. Not only that, they open from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So they cater for both students the way they go camp and the one the way they hostels. So then another way back, can do printing, they do your research, do assignments. And for sure, we they give the entire campus free internet, it will be a bit costly. So for that particular hub day, all the computers then go get access to internet. So it makes research easier and all of that. So that is just phase 2. We have other things in place, but you will see in the coming days and weeks as the manifesto will drop very soon.
All right, so Alfred able to take all of them onto the day right now?
Yes.
All right. Oops, hello? Hello? Sorry, we all lost that caller day. Now to Nelson Mandela. Now to you, Mandela. Why you think, say, people if actually vote Denda?
Well, I give you this short scenario. After done, you go make your choice, yeah?
Me or the FBC students there?
Now, it starts with you first. If you go able to see, because FBC, we are done with that. Then know the person where they want. It is very clear that Sion or that kind of person they will FBC need at this particular point in time, yeah? Me, I am a student of the law faculty. Honors 1, so Alfred and Sayo. Now picture this.
1 minute, please. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Your name outside the callers from, please.
Yeah, me, I am a student from the hostel, Common in Billion.
All right.
One self ask and Alfred.
Hello?
Swatan at the hostel because we're not seeing it too.
Sorry, I did get challenge for get you there. I know they get you clearly. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, the setback in Team Alfred. We just see in social media, it solve this, it solve that, but we don't see any action on campus for the water crisis and the other things, the issue of grades. I don't see anything like that, but I feel like in Sayo, then we testify that you see by female hostel, a go-key and for bathroom things we acquire to bathroom things. So what Alfred within a young takes over that because I just social media and they do this and they do that so they see within a hostel. So you need an answer from her.
All right. Okay. I will give Alfred a minute for actually respond to all the calls then. Yes.
So, like I tell you, students of the law faculty, so Alfred and Sayo, we all not the same class. We are all classmates. So there is a burning issue. Of course, this no hide anymore. Every other person we get person at Fobe College go tell you say, up until now, from LLB2 up until final year LLB, we now start we exam it due to the kind of challenges the more they get. Imagine some student that they come in now for second semester, we law not even sit. The challenges were with grades, a system we don't did for quite too long, where people know they pay attention to. When Sayo come, he look at them and they know say this is a time we need to put stop to certain things. You know, he developed a team, including myself, Alfred. No, we get a meeting with the administration.
Hello.
Sorry there. Hello. Good afternoon.
My name is Namamoto Jalo.
All right, okay. Mr. Jalo, go ahead and make your point.
So, two questions to Alfred. What you don't do for we as students of school? Even though you done nothing, you're a very dormant person. Even when you come into, and even the clean way you go clean, you go pull the tick for we, you go even break and down. So what have you done? So you don't do so much of things. You don't go to the point you don't need to attack, not only to the female hostels, to the male hostels, you don't do them. So you don't go advocate for electricity on campus. So you don't go also donate sanitaries for students on campus. So what you don't do? What you don't do, we will vote for you. So these are the things we ask you. Also, we just can't talk about plans. What have you done for students of Frat College? Thank you.
All right, okay.
See, even the calls them go tell you, say, okay.
I go, yes.
Now, Sayo set up a team, including myself. In fact, S.A. Mandela, now you are one of the champion on this. Alfred can testify. A lot of grade issues. Students don't deserve the grades them way they get, missing grades upon missing grades and all of that. So we stage a meeting with the administration. We vent out our problems. We know gladly how these things then they go. We want to sort it out. How we for do it? We give a resolution to the administration. Thankfully, they are there to we begin for good. Of course, a lot of the students then at the class, the problem we then get, not so because na fool them fool, but because of the lackadaisic kind of nature of the administration in terms of handling, in terms of how then they handle students' grades. So we try for eye on this out. And na even give a stance for Alfred in candidacy able to nap they like it today. In no waiting at the top,
so you
because
think they make Alfred fit for lead FPC?
Now he make it fit for camp for the thing because there are a lot of issues surrounding him. All right,
yes, so
but based on the foresight and the visionary leadership of Sayo, we intervene. We settle all of these things amicably, and now within at the last stage, very soon, the LLB2 to LLB4, they can start exams. So that tells you we not only ready for can be president or for can make Sayo president. It tells you that we're ready for take the issues, utmost seriousness, and support students of Rabe College for utilize the welfare as well as for ensure say yes, then feel alive when they're in a campus.
Thank you very much.
This is not the plan.
Thank you very much, Mandela. So there's a call on the line. Hello? Hello. Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Fine.
Alfred Lahai.
Okay.
I just want to pose the question to Mandela or Sayo.
Okay.
Like, I think the only realistic thing way they mention here is transportation. When you pose the question that what are the key things where students will face on campus, you know, the only thing we can mention is transportation, which I believe as a student, not only transportation. In fact, transportation is not only the primary issue. We get issues where President Alfred mentioned in terms of academics, you know, getting or having access to past questions on campus and getting an archive or even an AI tool. I believe now one of the things that needs to enhance students' learning on campus. You know, and secondly, they ask me some results we don't do. I don't know I'm personally, but I believe I don't see it don't contribute to sanitary conditions na campus. You know, they able gather people where they will clean the campus effectively, and that's sanitation towards the development of the campus. You know, so now one of the things in this way a leader forgets, a leader for inculcate in them. And I believe results the Alfred when the candidacy, he's up and running, and they try a lot to get more of realistic plans and dedication towards students' affairs. You know, even this aspect of the sport. I mean, again, what say it will be available at the TV station and all, and he made it there. He went there, and even mentioned that after the interview, it will make him at the sport. So it's about priority. It's not only about Team Mandela or Tayo posing, you know, a negative feedback that the Alfred candidates nor prioritize students. No, it is not about that.
Okay.
You know, it don't show up at the interview, and from there it will make up at the sport acting say. You know, so we're able to put our hand to two things simultaneously. So I believe more of the questions will go to Mandela or Tayo or whatever the thing is. You know, what are the things they've actually done for students, and what are their plans? It's not only ideological, but it should be realistic. The only plan where Mandela mentioned is transportation. And when now it's secondly plan that we get a lot of things for students face on campus, like missing grades, which is a very paramount issue where really need to be sorted out. And I believe development now a progressive one. One leader not able to tackle all. We don't get leaders like Kenzo Alfred, you know, Bona, they all don't do that, you beat them. And I believe the first way they can take now is for be a progressive one. It is taken from outside the last president's talk. You know, so
thank you very much, Mr. Lahai. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. So yes, lastly before we go, Alfred, time not in our favor.
Yeah,
I mean, most of the calls centered around you, and so what's your take in that regard?
Okay, so before we go to that, I want to say it is very deceitful on Mandela's side when it comes to this issue of grade problem. We class now be a very unique case. You know, most of the grades the issue be there. First of all, then call a meeting. Administration, the department call a meeting for all students to attend. I was amongst the few people there waiting up and say, no, this is wrong. Waiting they happen, I are bad. Una no go sit an exam, 90% of the class fail, and una no ask the necessary questions. We come out here back. Sayo didn't say anything, nor any of them. We come out back.
I want you to be.
We come out back.
We don't get time again.
We get meeting back with administration. I was also among those who spoke about the problem. So it is very deceitful for campaign to like say, oh, Sayo did all the work. This was a collective problem by the class. You understand?
You didn't.
And we all work.
You didn't.
Mandela, please.
Mandela,
yes. A large bite of this cake. Can I please conclude?
No.
I was among those who came very early that morning, ensured that students who wrote their name, signed, and together we delivered the letter to administration. So it wasn't only Mandela or Sayo. We went and did it together. Not only that, please, Mandela. Can we know,
gentlemen, we hope we get more time in our favor.
And then for the thing the way they ask waiting, I don't do. That is one. Two, quite recently we did a cleaning exercise on campus. We go talk to the lady there, and they were like, this area not sanitary, you know, dirty, they did this, they did this, they did. So we gathered ourselves and we go clean up. What I am saying is, after that, the campus hasn't been at its fullest. People then get exams, people haven't been on campus. So in the coming days and weeks, una see what we get for do. Currently, we already did a show video there on how we get for implement we planning. Not over talk no more, we show how we get for implement. So let we see. Team Alfred not only there for the small people there, they are for all man.
All right,
They for
okay.
big, small, old, man, woman. We ready for cater to everybody.
Okay, so.
You know, so we are all about collective leadership.
All right, thank you
So,
very
yeah.
much, gentlemen. On behalf of Stick TV team, we want to say good luck to Uda get for lead the mantle. The rest of the program will be continued by Mohamed Bake Kamara, but quickly, let we take note the law by lawyer Abdul Rahman Fofana, who said talk about cyber bullying and cyber stalking.
When somebody don't commit a crime, so you wait and call cyberbullying or cyber stalking, cyberbullying and cyber stalking, then we don't talk about this in this program. By Section 44 of the Cyber Security and Crime Act 2021, it makes provision for the offense of cyberbullying and cyber stalking. In this, as we know before, we go to call public insult and provocation, insulting conduct, and harassment, intimidation. All NTR be done there as offense before. But the cyberbullying and cyber stalking now, the person use computer device, electronic device, it sends such a message to you for cause you or for say things into you, we go make you apprehend fear, you become worried, say this person they can't fight me, or go damage me, or go damage me property, or damage me people them, or somebody way they with me. This afternoon, immediately you receive somebody just send message to you. What you for understand that the person when the accused or the suspect forbid the person when the first send message to you. One of the two way they do, if you make sure so you preserve the evidence. What not the evidence by this case? The message or the person sent to you, if you make sure say you screenshot the message and you print them. That printed copy there, now in you do for use the case. Now, what we need again further. Now, the phone itself, what you use, the phone, the source of that information, they then call it primary evidence. Again, in the absence of that particular mobile phone day, the other thing we will need that printed copy, what they call secondary evidence. But the best evidence rule they tell you now say, if you not get that mobile phone where the person, they be send a message to you, if you make sure say you get printed copy of that one day. If you ever prove say, now that mobile number, the person send this message here through to you, if you're able for help with the mobile number. The phone of the person who commits the offense, the phone for always there, now the investigators they hand. That is to say, the phone where then use for send the stalking material or the bullying material for the na police custody where then kill as voting exhibit, because these are the primary source. You say for they make report na police for make sure say you get your phone where they produce to the police them, where the police then go for no say now through this phone here then send this message. Importantly, we for know now that you get areas them where the law they tell you say why we need this particular phone, because now the main source that one day would then send the information now called the primary evidence. The secondary evidence, the best evidence we will tell you say, in the instance, you're not able to forget the phone itself, you can use what in the other source. But again, this afternoon, we get what you call the best evidence rule. The states that a party must produce the best evidence which the nature of the case will permit. In this case, like cyber stalking material or cyber bullying material, it will be the phone or the printed or downloaded copies. Then downloaded copies there, now in the police they use. You know you just go cherry pick the materials. You know you just cherry pick the words them. Now that every aspect of the person sent to you, make sure so you print them. The person for be the person when I send message to you first. But if now you look, you take your own phone, you begin send message to somebody, you cost the person. At the end of the day, you delete that area there. You go just print some the one way now you say the person cost you. The law they look at section 44 they say who that initiate the communication. Now that by section 2 again they tell you say this person for be the person when I initiates the communication. If forget intention or he recklessly send a message to the person. He recklessly, but if I don't form an intention, it can be a defense for say, well, no, now by mistake. And not to have been planned for send and to. The most important thing for know now that he forget the phone where the person use. If now camera the person go video the person nakedness, where he send that in the viral, then for all the camera itself. So now that camera there, then go for use as exhibits. Again, what that way people can always ask me, yes sir, I want to understand something. This person here, I go, he snap me no more, he video me no more. I don't know what he video me for. Me say, I want to make case against her. The next question for me, what's in for be the person intention where go video you for? You understand? Lord, in this country where they show say if the person video you without your consent, if you make case against him, you get to look at the person intention first. What's in plan? What you want to use this video for? Okay? But before this new lawyer where they're supposed to pass na parliament, where they allow for law use documentary evidence, before we get to what to call the Documentary Evidence Act again na Salone, where na in we will use as law where they guide how the law, the courts for use evidence per case. What in a documentary evidence? Now one important thing this one. Documentary evidence for one common idea, like what somebody use in mobile phone, in video, in snap. That aspect there, now documentary evidence. Somebody use in camera, in video, that's documentary evidence. You know, only stop there. Something where they inside your computer, that particular information where they inside the computer, now documentary evidence. That information where they na Facebook, now WhatsApp, now documentary evidence. That information where they na memory stick, memory card, now documentary evidence. If you want to make case, if you make sure say you get force the exhibits. So until the proof say this person now do this wire, that will help you for make a better case. Or if you get weak evidence, you not go able for make case. So Salone people me work out this topic today and this particular explanation. Me na lawyer A.R. Fofana. I come here for we all understand an aspect of the law. You no need for you study law, for you sabi law. This and some of the way then is all the help the citizens for let them understand, make them know what thing for do and what you know for do. For end up this afternoon, now for tell una say you get way for let prevent cyberbullying and cyber stalking, especially with cyberbullying. Somebody send message to you. The solution to this problem is that just block the person. Contact somebody where sabi again about this particular tier where no but phone pass you. Let help you how it go screenshot the material. How you go print them. Make sure say you no retaliate. At times, you retaliation alone, they make you get more stress. If you say you want to retaliate on any message that the person sent to you, you feel pain past the person. The best aspect where you help yourself, just avoid, block the person. At times, you even delete the number. But it's necessary for you to preserve the evidence per the case. Because if you want to make case tomorrow, bye, or if the person want to make case against you, the law, you go get a defense for say, well, no, well, this message I wouldn't send on my phone here. I just send on a WhatsApp group for the public know say that this thing want for happen. But you know for doing with an intention for cause boss. Or make people worry. Hey, Salone, now this thing will happen. No. Confirm your information first before you send them. You get for try for cross-check the facts. Now I made them say, fact check. Check the fact before you disseminate them. Thank you very much. God bless you.
That's some of the technical aspects we involve if you one so a matter we concern cyberbullying and cyberstalking. We lawyer Abdulrahman Fofana don't bring to we. Thank you very much. So up next, we want to introduce Slim Peasy for they can tell we more or less what they happen inside the ENT world. Welcome on stage.
Thanks for having me, my brother. I'm back here.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's go straight to business today. Well, for start with today, the young man, Incredible JJ, all the way from Kenema, been put out a song we call Decide. Actually, on AudioMark right now, this song don't clock 500,000 plays. We mean to say it don't get 500,000 plays. This is huge for this young man, as he's a new artist. And back then, we think say these are things we get for take a long time for me to begin see the milestones there. See how soon this brother joined the music industry and how fast it make the numbers. Yeah, this shows you how much people in the accepting music and how far in music they go. As it is right now, then say numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? So congratulations to the management team, including the manager with Nashitu Kulala and so the artist himself. I mean, Incredible JJ and everybody else. Live. This song will drop tomorrow, winner Friday, and of course it's going to be a very big song because when I see the teaser, you know what I mean, it make I know say yes, Sierra Leone artists they head for reach. I mean greatness. If you look at the screen right now, you see this young man. I mean Kelvin Williams, we a Sierra Leonean artist who reside in America. It only put in a lot of work. I remember Paddy Owl Award 9 win the new. I mean, school artist, you know, of 2024, 2025. Of course, his brother only put in a lot of works, and he come tongue and collaborate with the man himself right now, Bakiteno, and they make this masterpiece. You know what I mean? This song is very nice. The video will drop, as I say, on Friday, and I know you're gonna love it. I don't know if you back here, you don't see the snippets.
Yes, I've done the CM, and one thing for sure, Bakiteno, you know, saying get your way per songs them. You understand, get your way keep pass to for manipulating your own creole vibes per songs.
Exactly.
Definitely. So I believe a majority out there go and forget the song.
Definitely. So the song is titled Start for Life, like how man inside life, na start. So let's take the snippet, and when we come back, we get right to business.
New wave. It's a boy Tseno. Okay. Off guard. I catch some lick poppy. I want knock baby keep us OP. Now where sweets make a put spoon down, make a full body buff man and boppy. You wear yours, hey. 225, you don't bust, hey. It's in one pass, no first, hey. I just can say it first.
Since I come into light, the bad.
Yes, you know, I don't want to stop for dance. But of course, that's not the final video. As I promise you now, the video when it come out, I go see him na the corner. You know what I mean? I will come make una see him back, fine one. These are just a snippet. The entire video will drop tomorrow and it will be all over the place. All right? It's titled "Star for Life of God Care," featuring the one and only Baki Teno. Let's move away from that. Let's take another story on the plate from our very own Peter A.A. Komba. It's now Wave Boy right now. Like, I'm proud of you, my brother. You get another movie coming and it called this one The Photographer. Like, let me take a picture right now. You know what I mean? So we got our only camera and let's take a picture with this fine Regina Daniels. I'm thinking, why this brother phone camera? Like, what's up? That pine baby TikTok. Anyway, so on a Facebook page, it say, this time I'm starring as a photographer in our latest film, The Photographer. The story is full of twists, emotions, and stunning visuals. You can tell. Get your popcorn and juice ready because this one is going to keep you glued to the screen. Yes, we wait for him. So according to Peter Komba, this film not out yet, but it will drop anytime soon. And of course, the producers them for this film, na Annabelle Ike TV. And the key actors them, again, Peter Komba and that of Regina Daniel. So it's two in a row, one Nigerian and a Sierra Leonean. The film is titled The Photographer. Wait for him, it come shortly. Let's take another story in the bag today again. This one gets to do with a Ghanaian national by the name of Wode Maya. This brother, I mean, now somebody way, now a freelance vlogger, and of course, it's a mission now for change or unite African narrative. You know what I mean? And it don't do very well, you know, when it comes to in content them. Now somebody where they follow like normal. I love in content them, how it can create, how it can discover certain things them. Yes. So over the weekend I've been use just yesterday, let me say, I've been use Facebook and I find out say it go come salon over the weekend. According to the post we make, it say confirm. Dear Sierra Leone, see you this weekend. So you go come now the motherland this weekend. And now somebody we can discover build stories about the country, put them to the wall. And also, it gets about 2.6 million followers currently on his Facebook page. And if you check na YouTube again, it get high numbers of subscribers. We mean to say in content, they go far and wide, and they are very educative. So Sierra Leoneans just can't wait to see Wode Maya in Sierra Leone. Myself, I can't wait. I would love to link up with him, learn from him, and you know what I mean, get to chat with him.
It gets you way when you doing your thing, Slim Peasy. The last time become na Sierra Leone. You see, you make contact from these beaches, you know, you stand at Badin Beach, Lumley Beach, and all. It gets you way, as I don't say, in the pave you way right, like precisely. And continuously they put Africa on that map, you understand? Exactly. Like you go Tanzania, South Africa, different countries them. And they go try to unearth some nice things them about their culture, when they bring and come to the even themselves they see as nice thing back as well. But in Maya, it gets your way they do things. It gets in your way they do things. Just as you say, it been there 2019. Sure. That have been first visits alongside in ex-fiancé where now Miss Tudi, a Kenyan vlogger. So let me look out for we brother man all the way from Ghana, Wode Maya, where they come through this weekend. And can't explore more. I know say the first step we been come, you know, church the province better. You just do it around number 2 and the likes. So go. We got beaucoup places there, my brother. Go Bones Island and the likes. Anyways, so we are waiting to see you, my brother. Let's move away from that and let's talk about another thing on the plate today. I want to we talk about Linda Samai, Queen Kong, Zizi, the mommy winner, the mommy then and power. Okay, so yesterday, one of the biggest events them now the Eastern been take place, and of course now article for your event. Yes. So Stasi went there on a show, and after the show, actually I just give the flowers to Foyo. Foyo now one very supportive brother where they always come through for in fellow artists them. You know what I mean? So when we make an event yesterday, we see how colorful it was. Stasi come through, Famous, and some other big stars then come through. On the screen right now, we see Stasi. She was on stage doing her thing.
But nevertheless, something be happen, you know, before Stazzy come on stage. And now he make a post on Facebook. On the screen, he say, Boduya, if you get Shona Eastern, please, he say, una no call Vicky Dave. It a puel you show big time. Well, for who don't know Vicky Dave, they work for a radio station called, I think, Citizen Radio in the eastern part of Freetown. Now a DJ, and sometimes he can be a host for events and an MC as well. So I don't know what actually transpire between Vicky Dave and that of Stazzy will lead them for come to an official Facebook page. On the screen, this is Vicky Dave, by the way, for make such post against Vicky Dave. I don't know. But somebody come on the comment section and ask, what is the problem? And Stazzy begins for make come clear, say, Vicky Dave, actually, they ask younger artists them for money before they go upstage. According to Stazzy, I think say fine and they say that's not cool. That's not the way to do it. But again, somebody else with somebody we can comment on underneath the post. They say sometimes it is necessary for let's show organizers take money from the young artists, given that they already don't spend a lot of money for book the bigger act. So for cover the cost, they need for take from the young guys them and I mean, full up side they don't dig. Moving away from that again, one other thing we strike me now the fact say if we continue for move that way, I think say it will unbox some of the young guys then because people then they will get the talents, but they need the platform and they don't get the money. If you say pass give money before you perform, well then if we show one for Bill Salon, I think that is a problem.
Because
but anyways,
the platform we they want and don't get it, and another platform they give the money. So exactly. The platform out there forgets money.
So that's the thing. Sure. Anyways, but of course, Stazzy, we want for able to forget this story very clear.
Yeah.
As it is right now, I feel like say Eng, we not get the full details. And of course, if Vicky Dave want for clear in him again, it can come as well to the Blue app and say waiting and waiting again for say. My name now Ibrahim Kagbo, but you call me Slim with the vibes. This is now always here I get a phone on the plates today.
So thank you very much, Slim PZ. Welcome. Of course, inside the health tips, we get a different thing they will talk about. Let me welcome Paulina Bindu Samba so that we'll give you another episode of In Health Tips.
Hello and welcome to Today Health Tips. Today, we can talk about something where we all like. Music and how it go affect we health. Whether now music where you dey listen to or you just dey relax with soft tune. The type of music where we dey listen gets big impact for we well-being. First, make we talk about relaxing music. Slow, soothing tunes like classical or ambient sounds go reduce stress and anxiety. Study don show say when you listen to calming music, it go reduce cortisol levels, the stress hormones, and it go even lower blood pressure. Now, good music for the listen to when you dey wind down after a long day or when you dey prepare for sleep. So, if you dey feel stress, try some cool instrumental for help you for calm your body and mind. On the other side, you get upbeat music like pop, dance or fast-paced rock. We go help for boost your energy and mood. When you dey listen to the right energetic songs, it go help you for release dopamine. I mean that feel-good hormone, and it go give that boost there for happiness and motivation. It also good for workout. The right tempo go make you last longer and stay focused so that you go make the final reps or the last mile easier. Now, sad or emotional music. It not sound so sweet, but it also gets value for your mental health. It go help you for process your feelings and release emotions. We go help for improve mood over time. So, next time when they make you playlist, think about the mood we want for set for the day. Whether not calm or reflective, energetic and upbeat or emotional and deep music, your music choice now powerful tool for improve your health. Keep your playlist balanced and make the power of music help you for stay healthy, motivated and balanced.
Thank you very much, Paulina Samba. So, like, from Insider Health Tips, they don't understand, and myself don't confirm. The reason we make Bokuman them where they go jog, or Bokuman themselves where they go jog, they put earphone and the ears, precisely they go listen to music. And the type of music they will listen, music can be for, say, they help boost the energy for them to complete the exercise. So up next, we get vacancies then also, where they help for improve the employment in the country. So like we get the Sonoko, where they hire head miller, maintenance manager, packaging manager, miller. And of course, if you say you fit this position or any of them position there, so it is simply, of course, they're showing at this, as they see on the screen now, they're showing how you go about your application process. They say application process, interested candidates are invited to submit their applications in brackets CV and cover letter, clearly stating the job title to the following email address: recruitmentsl@groupssonoco.com. It's application deadline May 2nd, 2025, of course, this year at 5:30 p.m. So they are prompts. So if you see, say you fit yourself inside this position or any of them position there, so it is simply send in your application letter to this email address. And also, of course, we see First Bank where they hire operational risk officer. If they say, are you a skilled and dedicated operation risk officer looking for your next career move? So they ask you if you fit yourself by this position. Of course, they show me usai or I forgot about your application process. Down here, so from the TV screen, they see contact us plus 232 77995481, or you can call 232-745-18556. Of course, they see the email address there. So if you say you fit by any of them position there, so you simply send in your application letter. So up next, we want to go to the schedule, the flight schedule for tomorrow, when Friday. They say, let's dive into Friday's travel schedules to ensure you have all the information you need for a smooth journey. Aska Airlines flights KP023 will depart from Banjul, stopping in Freetown at 8:05 a.m. Accra, and finally arriving in Lomé at 8:45 a.m. At 1 o'clock p.m., Aska Airlines flight KP042 will take off from Lomé, stopping in Freetown at 3:55 p.m. and arriving in Banjul at 4:35 p.m. Also at 1:30 p.m., Aska Airlines flights KP040 will depart from Accra and head to Freetown. At 1:30 p.m., Brussels Airlines flights SN241 will take off from Freetown, make a stop in Monrovia, and the line in Brussels at 7:55 p.m. At 2:30 p.m., Kenya Airways flights KQ510/11 will depart from Nairobi, stopping Accra at 5:30 p.m. and arrive in Freetown at 6:30 p.m. These flights will then head back to Accra and return to Nairobi at 4 o'clock p.m. Air Senegal flights HC213/4 will leave Dakar, arrive in Banjul at 6:55 p.m. and continue to Freetown at 7:50 p.m. Finally, at 8 o'clock p.m., Air Peace flights P4760/4 will depart from Freetown to Lagos, arriving at 11 o'clock p.m. with a final arrival at 11:40 p.m. And this is all we get for now, the flight schedule today. And as of now, we want to welcome Rabiatu Mansari again for they can take me through what's happen at the headline basket.
You put in again there. So let's dive quickly into it. Look, they make waves. Now the National Revenue Authority, which is they locks 2 government offices them as a result of tax compliance.
Yeah.
I mean, one day on EDSA and the other one on SLRSA. So the NRA basically they be established inside 2002 for just say they able to generate money for government. But earlier this year we see they pull reports based on within the Commissioner General Bangoa say they get about 25% shortfall. And here we are, the reasons we then give as to why they lock these offices there so and because of they not pay the money we then for pay.
Of course.
But let's just quickly look at the money with the name here so that EDSA for pay 328,396,305 loans and 3 cents. I know the money look back over. I want to go over again.
Exactly.
Let people understand. 328 million 396,000 305 millions and 3 cents.
So make can clearly say this na the new loans. So if you refer to the old loans, na billions.
A billion we talk
Just
about
imagine.
here. And SLIS said them for pay 15,336,611 loans and 76 cents.
So more or less we see it's owe more than SLRSC.
You know, and that's the whole twist here back here. I mean, they own. Then listen, say you come on at the fire import, you go at the fire.
Itself.
It's been a whole here and there with EDSA. I mean, hue and cry about complaints. Say we know they get lights, and if you see body where they generate lights, owing the government this kind of money.
Yeah.
And now to SLISA, I mean, body where they set up 1996 for ensure say people then be safe, teach people then give license, and these licenses are not free. I mean, not too long ago, CBAC says if they even increase in license fee for motor car, Okadas, and the likes. And you see, say now today, now they don't take this particular position for lockdown. You go drop us in stay for one
Yeah.
I'm sure they must don't send 1 or 2
Of
advices
course.
to these offices
And
before they take the stand.
Yes, and of course they say back in the day, what could they do? Because
Yes.
if no generate income for the country, if you say the country.
Yes, I mean, looking at the report they've been pulled earlier this year about the 25% shortfall within it,
Exactly.
and then talk and say amongst many other reasons that they do this, now for make sure say accountability there. You know, go to talk say back here for pay me all the time. You know, show proof.
Exactly.
And now we are talking about millions of loans where these institutions then pay.
I mean, you look
They
at
owe.
yes, you look at EDSA they own there to them right now. Though you look at the alleged situations them of fire incidents where they happen, you understand. So if it's somebody want for file a lawsuit against EDSA, we can go evidence, you understand. It's for sure say this may also be born now as a result of EDSA then bad lights. Then not to additional pressure on EDSA.
Well, and they know to the work for do all they want.
Yes, let them pay them the money. Just
pay
imagine.
them the money. But again, I can't say they easy with them and then self now they work them they do. So as it stands, staff the way they do this particular situation, they don't look all. And sadly, we're into rains. I mean,
Exactly.
Are you expected and go work inside it? But again, if these people not do their work, we are the same people. We go talk about them. So
And recently, we don't suffer from blackouts. Serious blackouts. So if this don't come up back, what thing would they expect? EDSA therefore tell me what would they expect as of now? Because people they go to free right now. Say the thing they will not be locking them yet. They be the things not be stable. But now they don't lock them. I wonder what people.
So it's like more or less EDSA don't get a perfect excuse or reasons for Giri. Why don't they like they don't lock them? And SLISA go there and it just. I mean, earlier this week we talked about accidents, road safety, and the likes. So you get your mixed bag all there. Insurance, they and the likes. So then goes, what happened? You know, say they don't lock way office. So no, they do the work.
Exactly. And recently, from what we get in the studios here, Mohammed they talk say they will get about 2 weeks sensitization on streets about how they follow the road signs, the streets rules and all. So now that they don't can lock them, so wonder when or how long NIA go tend for lock them. You understand? So they just go continue for say, well, the ten will they be released we get time for the give sensitization on streets. Or they don't lock we well.
So this is a perfect excuse.
Yeah.
Away from that, they will see the Millennium Challenge Corporation. I mean, they're shutting down. You know, this is not compact, so they can give poor countries them earlier 2004. I mean, it's 25 years down the line, and then finally decide for look. George Bush, when I want him American president, say, okay, since we get sorry for people they would not get, don't decide for help them. And just last year, Salongo signed for $480 million. But we can't say we get this. It's really a sad one. But again, this is not America body, this is not something America they push. And Trump categorically stated it from the beginning of in campaign to win say it is shut down all aids. We actually give like 3 months, 90 days, and I mean inaugurate time January, so it's more than that day. So I decided for say this that the step we're already for take.
So this more or less
yes, go ahead.
Yes, more or less, Gabi. This the directly, this is also indirectly, they directly tell Sierra Leone say look for buckle up. We for buckle up, Gabi.
Well, sadly, this was the only salon they affect.
Yes.
I mean, the rest of the poor countries.
Yes, but you know, say recently we don't succeed with you, we will be supposed to get, you understand? So if we can close.
They say we meet the threshold.
Yes.
One of the thing again we then say they make you for pass. So salon meet.
So we don't work say for no meet.
The percentage. At the end of the day, they say the negege. So the money are so basically then kidigi. For instance, say one, they boost education, electricity. So we talk about EDSA there, and now this money we tend not forget them again. So at least another perfect excuse again. But however, it's actually a sad one. Yeah. But when you read through again back here, that this someone can always say, English monkey put and say, don't put your eggs in one basket. Yeah. So now, aside the fact say America don't say this compact so they get they don't put a hold on them. The one where they work also they get for lost they work. So as it stands, now you will get financial knowledge or you will get legal knowledge and no more force they need. So they get certain countries, they don't give them up to 30 days for amend one or two things then. So we just like I don't know what you say. I
for buckle up.
That time this way we for stand up as a country and we get so many riches then for we benefit from them. Yes. Now everybody they make example for Burkina Faso and presidents there. Look at what he do for healthcare. Exactly. So specific, he say when are free for all women where they go born. So it tells Africa we actually get them, we will take care of ourselves and not just I would want.
Yeah, and this sad incident or this sad news come, let me say 4 days or 3 days to the independence anniversary.
Look at that. So how the celebration get for sweet? Away from Dande, an effort to unlock salon fashion potential. The Fashion Industry Design and Textile Association of Salon don't conclude a symposium on Wednesday, April 23, 2025, with focus on collaboration and innovation for growth. Aminata Kamarabi graced the event and is sent for with this.
The symposium was done in collaboration with Invest Salon and the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs for people in the fashion industry, particularly incoming fashion designers. Marie Carroll, CEO of Beaver Mix Designs, said their mission is to transform the country's fashion industry or nothing.
I'm proudly serving as the secretary for the Fashion Design and Textile Association of Australia. On behalf of the executive committee, it is a great pleasure to welcome you all to this inaugural one-day symposium and to extend my heartfelt thanks to our partners in Invest Salon for making today possible. Founded in 2020, the Fashion Design and Textile Association was born out of shared conviction that our country's creative talent deserves coordinated support, visibility, and sustainable pathways to the market. Our mission is to unite designers, artisans, educators, manufacturers, and policymakers under one banner to strengthen the entire value chain, champion professional development, and amplify Sierra Leone's distinct aesthetic on the global stage. Our vision is dynamic. Inclusive fashion, the textile sector that drives economic growth, fosters cultural pride, and empowers creative entrepreneurs, especially women, to become leaders in their community.
Roberts from the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs said their operations to elevate Sierra Leone are aligned with fashion industry.
We gather today at a defining moment where creativity meets opportunity and Sierra Leone's fashion and textile industry takes center stage. This event celebrates our culture and innovation and reminds us of the entrepreneurial energy reshaping our nation. I wish to commend the organizers and in particular Invest Salon for their unwavering commitment to nurturing this sector. It is truly an exciting time for our industry. We can feel and touch its transformation. Every designer, artisan, and entrepreneur here is crafting more than garments. You are telling our nation's story through color, pattern, and form. Our fabrics do not merely clothe us. They express our identity, connect generations, and translate tradition into contemporary relevance. This living art form is both a cultural treasure and a vital economic asset. This symposium provides a platform for bold conversations and collaborative ideas. Today, we aim to firstly dissolve barriers between design, enterprise, and policy. Secondly, foster inclusivity, ensuring every player in the value chain, from rural weavers to urban designers, is empowered and equipped. Thirdly, guarantee continuity and professionalism through skills transfer and increased exposure.
Founder of Creative Hub Africa, Aissatou Harrison, was concerned about how easy it is for designers to copy the work of others within the same industry.
Okay, sorry, Kapo. So it's very easy for us, the designers, yes? It starts with us, the designers. So if we talk about intellectual property, what I'll encourage you guys to do, all of us in this room, is start creating your own designs. Because it starts with us. If you see a design from another designer, and you feel that's a design that you like, speak to them. We talk about collaboration, but half the times we don't really act on it. You see a design from another designer, what you try and do is try and copy it. You'll never get the same design, because especially in tie-dye or country cloth, you know, when you're doing tie-dye, the beauty about all of these fabrics that we produce is, you know, exclusivity. Yeah, when you work with them, you're doing it. You're using your bare hands. You're doing it exclusively. It's traditional. It's very. It's. I think Kapo said that earlier on. It's almost impossible to reproduce the same design. So when you try to do that, you're cheapening the design, the things that your colleague has worked on, because you're going to try and do it. You're not going to do it properly. You're not going to do it right. You're not going to get it right. When you try and cheapen it, you do it in ways that you can go use maybe not the same fabric quality that your colleague has used. You use different fabric quality just because you want to do it. You cheapen the process. And this process that we do, it's hand-dyed. It's a lot of work that goes into it. It's organic. And so it needs to be, we say we can pay premium for organic. You should be able to be, you should be willing to also pay premium for the real tie-dye, for designs that are unique.
The organizers of this symposium hope their colleagues will join them in scaling the national fashion and textile industry to a greater height. For Sleek TV News, Aminata Kamara, Freetown.
So away from the fashion world, official them now the Ministry of Health and the National Public Health Agency don't say them go begin give vaccine against Mpox starting Monday, April 28, 2025. They made this announcement on Wednesday, 23rd April, at one press conference inside Freetown. Reporter Ponyambendu Samba Bidede and will give you this report.
Manager Harold Thomas say for do this campaign, they don't go through all the safety protocols.
Vaccines, these are safe. If you take these vaccines, you may not get Mpox. Or even if you get Mpox, you may not be sick. Or even if you are sick, it would not allow you to be very sick. Or if you are very sick, in fact, it would not allow you to die. So this is the advantage of the vaccines. And in fact, some of us above the age of 40, 40 and above, when we were kids, we had access to the smallpox vaccine. And in those days, it was called the method of giving out. It's a similar vaccine. And this also gave us protection. And then they were able to eradicate smallpox by then. So, and this vaccine, why I'm saying it's safe, when we rolled out this vaccine some time ago, the Minister of Health was the first person that took the vaccine. I think I was the second or third person that took the vaccine, and I'm finding no adverse reaction with this vaccine. If you have, some people might say they would have maybe fever or something, or the fever with that vaccine, if you have at all, it's far better than the continuous fever you would have when you have Mpox. For all the debilitating pains that you would have with mpox. So it's important, it's safe. And it has been proven and tested. And WHO has actually, it's a WHO pre-qualified vaccine. And our own very pharmacy board in Sierra Leone has also accredited the vaccine.
Incident manager for the mpox response, Dr. Mustafa Jallo, say they don't find out uncommon way them where the virus they spread, and then still they investigate the means through which the virus they transfer.
So there is vertical transmission of the virus from mother to child during child delivery. Also, it's possible that baby, somebody within the community might have interacted with the family, and because of the immune system of the baby's low, get infected with the virus. We've seen also a case wherein a 3-month-old baby also infected with the virus. But the mother is free of the virus, the father is free. So we're still investigating in depth to know how did, but we learned that the boy was circumcised like 2 weeks before he started getting the signs and symptoms of the mpox, before samples were collected. So it's an investigation, it's not a one-off something that we go, we get all our information and come back and say this is how it's happening. We have to deep dive and go beyond maybe science and other social investigations to see how really the pattern of transmission is ongoing in the country.
Desmond Kangbai, when a healer leader for vaccination, say the vaccine are for people from age 12 and above. But talk say Bella Woman and Kumbra not for take.
And the vaccines for now, based on I said the WHO SAGE, the NITAG, and we are recommending the use of the vaccines for children 12 years and above. So the vaccine is only administered to children 12 years and above. So if you are 12 years and above, up to 80, 90, you can take the vaccines also. As we get more cases, as the epidemiology changes, we'll also re-evaluate and decide, just like we did with COVID-19 also, from one age to another. But for now, it's 12 years. And as I said, we are not giving it to pregnant women and lactating mothers also. So people and living with HIV or other comorbidities, I think are also priority groups. I don't know if Dr. and Jallo also went further to deliberate around the ones that have died, what have been there.
Salon set for join the rest of the world for celebrate this year Worker Day on 1st May, and the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security don't highlight the significance of the day and the roadmap of a 3-day National Labour Conference scheduled for the 29th April to the 1st May 2025 on the theme Shaping the Future of Work. Let's have the report. Ministry of Labour officials said the proposed 3-day National Labour Conference is the country's first ever, aiming to meet Resolution 144 of the International Labour Organization, which provides for social dialogue. At the summit, Deputy Director of Labour Abubakar Sila said they plan to discuss unemployment as well as the factors affecting the national employment industry. He said this is the time to put young people on the wheel, discuss how to address the challenges they face, and find ways to shape the future of work.
Because we want the people of Sierra Leone own this. We want all walks of life to start for celebrate labor. And let me start to discuss the issues that affect employment in Salone. So, the National Labour Conference, now a conference where they bring together sharp minds all over this country and from abroad for let me discuss on the future of work, what they affect we currently and going forward, what we envisage say go affect we go make we get serious unemployment, or we get to young people not able to attach to serious employment. So now, we get innovation, we get technology, and with innovation and technology, you get issues of transition for move from a manual to digital. And with that, some people can lose job. With that, some people can become traumatized. With that, you get plenty things where they carry it. So we say, if we move as a nation, as people, from digital, from manual to digital, the transition make it be fair, the transition make it be just. So the conference therefore focus on the area there. So
Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Labour Congress, Max Conte, said this is just the start, and having government, workers and employers in a dialogue, something they would like to sustain.
To me, there is massive unemployment or underemployment, because when you talk about employment, means a person will not do nothing to nothing, but at least people will do something, because normally people that feel say we get employer-employee relationship now, it means say employed, not necessarily. But people in will not get employer-employee relationship with the employed, so they need the majority set where they need pandemic. So now for that we gladly we go discuss at the first speaker say we go talk about issues. We the mona ukmande generally want for get answers from government.
Tamba Kukube, Vice Chairman, Sierra Leone Employment Federation, acknowledged the timeliness and urgency of the said symposium aimed at protecting workers' rights and engaging in meaningful dialogues, as the future of work cannot be deliberated in silence.
The future of work is already unfolding around us. Digital transformation, climate change, global competition, evolving societal expectations are rapidly changing the labor landscape. We believe that the future of work must work for everyone. It must be human-centered, inclusive, and sustainable. This means we need to create systems where businesses can thrive.
Minister of Labour Mohamed Raman Swari underscored the importance of Labour Day and reasons they chose to celebrate it the way it deserves, which he said is in line with the president's agenda.
On the government side, we can forget the man who take key decisions. For example, would they affect taxation, would they affect electricity and water, social security, all the key partners there. Get for that room. This is going to be a very frank conversation. At the end of the day, would they reach, would all they get a collective roadmap for addressing things that we will get more investment in there, address binding constraints there, make let them able employ more people there, and where it's possible, let them increase salaries and pay more taxes.
This year's celebration will be climaxed with awarding workers and institutions for their contributions to society and cuts across all walks of life. For Stick Television, Rabiatu Mansari reporting. Okay, that's all I have for you in a headline review.
Thank you very much, Gabi. So as we try for draw the curtains down, as usual, one for tell thank you to now all we make sure say this program come a successful one. My name is Mohamed Bakay Kamara.
And I am Rabiatu Mansari. Have a wonderful Thursday.